Welcome back, my name is Ali, and in this video I'm going to share with you the top 10 tax deductions you don't want to miss. If you're a small business owner, you have to find out all of your tax deductions that will save you thousands of dollars every year. Before I get started with your first tax deduction, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Number 1, a common way to lower your taxes is by claiming the expenses paid to your accountant and bookkeeper for preparing your income tax return and bookkeeping. You can also deduct the expenses you spend on your legal fees, like hiring a lawyer, because all of your business legal fees are deductible. Number 2, if you're renting an office or working from home and you're using, let's say, 20% of your space as your home office space, or even if you're keeping your inventory in your garage, you can claim a percentage of the rent you paid to your landlord. I personally claim 10% of my home space for keeping my inventory, with another 10% for recording my YouTube video. So if my rent is, let's say, $2,000 a month, I can deduct 20% or $400, which will be equal to saving $4,800 a year on my tax. So if you're working from home, don't forget to keep a copy of your lease agreement and rent receipts just in case of getting audited by the CRA. In a few minutes at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you how to legally take advantage of your tax deductions right before the year end. Number 3, vehicle expenses. If you're a self-employed and you use your car to earn income, you can deduct some of your expenses like insurance, your gas, repairs and maintenance. So basically you have two options, whether you buy or lease a car. If you buy a car, you can claim the CCA or capital cost allowance. So if it is your first time hearing the CCA, it's a deduction that is based on the depreciation of the vehicle or other asset. In this case, as the car gets older, it starts to lose its value over the years. So as of today that I'm recording this video, the maximum cost allowance related to your vehicle is $30,000 for general vehicles and $55,000 for zero emission vehicles. On the other hand, if you lease a car, you're able to claim up to $800 for your monthly lease payment, which is equal to $9,600 a year. So if you're using a car mainly as your personal vehicle, you're able to only deduct the amount you use for your business purpose. So in order to calculate that business portion, I recommend using a spreadsheet or find an app on your phone to keep all of the details of your business trip, like the date of that trip, your mileage, and the purpose of that trip. Number 4, home office expenses. One of the most common tax write-offs is your home office expenses. More than 6 million Canadians shifted to working from home in 2020. And because of that, CRA introduced a temporary flat rate, which lets you to claim $2 for each day you worked from home, up to a maximum of $400, which is for 200 working days. So in order to take advantage of that, you have to meet some criteria, like your employer required you to work from home or some other conditions which are available on the CRA's website. Other than that temporary flat rate method, if your office is just part of your bedroom or living room, you can claim that as a home office expense. So keep that in mind, that there are some office and supplies expenses like paper and pen, stamps, and there are some depreciable assets like your laptop and computer, your printer, your mobile devices, which fall under the rule of capital cost allowance, which I mentioned before. If you're going to claim CCA, you should be careful to only claim a portion of your assets at a certain percentage that is available on the CRA's website, because these assets wear out over time. You can always move your claim forward to the next year to lower your taxes for the future when you have a higher income. Before I get into the next write-off, which is advertising, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And my question today from you is, what kind of tax write-off do you use for your business? business? Please comment below. Advertising fees might be fully or partially written off because it depends on which method of advertising you're using for your business. Advertising expenses can be either fully or partially written off. If you paid any money for online advertising, it can be fully deductible. For example, if you spend any money on Amazon FBA PPC or Google ads or Facebook, Instagram or TikTok ads, you can deduct 100% of those expenses. If you spend any money on subscriptions like your website hosting or Google Workspace for your business emails, you can fully deduct them as well. If you spend any money on newspapers or magazine advertising, which is really rare these days, there are some rules that 80% of that magazine should be journalist. If it's less than that, you can claim just 50% of that expense. Number 6, meals and entertainment. 50% of your business meals are tax deductible. So if you take a client to a restaurant and buy her a drink or a dinner, you can claim 50% of your total bill and make sure you keep the payment receipt. However, there are some situations that are able to claim 100%, like staff events or meals provided to charities. Number 7, insurance. There are several types of insurances that can qualify as a tax write-off. General business liability insurance protects your business from potential lawsuits related to injuries, which is 100% tax deductible on your tax return. The next one is business property insurance that covers all business assets such as building and your equipment. Business interruption insurance is an add-on to your property insurance that covers a portion or maybe all of your business losses that can be caused by natural disasters like fire. Life insurance cannot be claimed as a business deduction unless your life insurance policy is used as a collateral for a business loan, in which case you may be able to claim just a portion of that. Number 8, capital assets are one of the most main tax write-offs in your tax return, which includes your computer, laptop, printer, and other furniture. So instead of writing off 100% in a single year, you have to write them off over years. For example, for your computers, you can write off 55% a year, or for vehicle, you can write off 30% a year. CRA changes the percentages over years, so make sure you Google CCA depreciation rate to stay updated with these rates. A quick tip here is to make sure you purchase your capital assets in December or right before the year end, so you can take advantage of claiming that in your tax deduction. Number 9, contributing to your RRSP is an amazing way to lower your tax. The contribution limit you have is 18% of your income up to a maximum of $27,000 from the previous year, plus any unused amounts from previous years. So if you're interested to know how much is the limit of your RSP contribution, you can find it on your last notice of assessment on the CRA My Account. You can also use Wealthsimple's RSP and TFSA calculators to see how you can maximize your savings. The link is in the description. If you use my link, you'll get $12 worth of stocks for free. Number 10, the last tax deduction in this video is your medical expenses, like your laser eye surgery or dental checkups. The CRA says that you can deduct several medical expenses as a non-refundable tax credit. So make sure to keep all of your receipts, your prescriptions, in case the CRA requires to see them later. If you got value from this video, make sure you subscribe and smash the like button if you haven't already. Tax write-offs can save you thousands of dollars every year, so do your own research and get familiar with all of them, because write-offs aren't just limited to these 10 things I mentioned. There are more to know. So if you're interested to know 5 or maybe 10 more tax write-offs, let me know in the comment section. Make sure you watch one of these videos over here right now. As I explained earlier, there are tons of valuable tips in these videos, so click on one of them right now. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.